What is up, guys? Welcome back to On the Hunt. We need to talk. What's going on, guys? We are here tonight to talk about something really kind of important. I need you guys to know that when I give reviews on my channel, they're gonna be 100% holistically honest. These are gonna be my opinions, the way I feel about things, and they're gonna come off sometimes harsh, sometimes they're gonna be like overwhelmingly positive. And when I come off that way, I mean it. So, why are we here? I got something new that has superseded my expectations, and I need to share that with you. That is the Sniper Hog Coyote Cannon. Guys, this light is incredible, and what I wanna do is just show you why. I wanna show you why it is one of the top lights, if not the top choice in predator hunting with night vision. I wanna show you some of the features about it and sort of what makes it great. And I also wanna share with you the difference between the stock light that you get with your ATN X-Sight 4K Pro night vision scope in comparison to the Sniper Hog light. Stick around. All right, guys, so here it is. This is the Sniper Hog Coyote Cannon, and I gotta tell you, this is one fine piece of gear. This thing is machined out of aluminum and it's been anodized. It's got this beautiful red color with the black contrast, and it just looks so nice and premium. The tail cap is just as premium as every bit of the light. You got a rotatable twist knob with an audible click. Not so loud, it's gonna scare off the coyotes. And you've got some adjustment here, so you can go dim and you can go super bright. And you guys will see that in footage in a little bit. What I love about this light is the adjustable focus. So you just loosen this dial right here and you pull on it. You can see that it moves in and out. Now inside here, there are some rubber O-rings. This is just extremely well thought out. These rubber O-rings could wear out, they could freeze, they could crack, dry rot. Sniper Hog has you covered. So this thing comes with multiple replacement O-rings. You got an O-ring underneath this tail cap for your battery compartment, right there. They got you one there. You've got O-rings, like I mentioned, and underneath this focus ring, unscrew this entire knob, pull this little knob out. Now it comes with a replacement knob too, guys. So if you lose this thing in the field, they got you covered. Now all you do is you pull that knob off, you pull this out, and there you go. You've got your lens. Really, this is just a lens with the bell cover. And under here, you've got your LED emitter bulb, okay, right there. Now, what's so cool about this light is you can actually change out these emitters, and you can order it with red, green, infrared, white, whatever you want, or you can order all of them, and that way you can use this light for multiple different purposes, and I love that about this light. To get this LED diode out, you just unscrew this cap. Very easy. Now, I believe these LED diodes are $40. I could be wrong, but that is what I believe they cost. Now you can get white, red, green, and IR as I mentioned. They offer IR in an 850 NM and a 940 NM. Check out their site if you're confused on which is right for you. This light comes with every mount you could need. It comes with a mount for Picatinny rail on your AR, and inside this mount there's a little collar, and that collar allows you to loosen up the nuts around the mount and adjust this light however you need it, left and right, up and down for windage and elevation. It's extremely well put together, and when tightened up properly, will not move on you. Depending which kit you get from Sniper Hog, you're gonna get a dual bank charger, and this is a really nice charger. It allows for additional battery types to be charged in it, so these little prongs are spring loaded, and you can charge 18650 type batteries in this, or you can charge the type of battery that the Sniper Hog Coyote Cannon runs off of, 21700 battery. Now guys, this is a Sniper Hog branded battery. I would recommend getting yourself these batteries and only run these batteries in this light. Batteries can be really funny. Sometimes you buy a battery, it can claim certain features, certain voltages, certain outputs, and it just doesn't deliver. This Coyote cannon is gonna need some special juice, guys. This thing is a powerhouse. And in order to get the max functionality out of this light, I highly recommend getting the branded Sniper Hog batteries from Sniper Hog Lights. The light typically comes with 2 batteries and the dual bank charger. What else you get with that is this Sniper Hog branded high output quick charge Qualcomm 3.0 quick charge adapter for the wall. It also comes with a 12 volt car adapter that is also a Qualcomm quick charge 3.0. Very nice touch, by the way, Sniper Hog. If you guys see this, that's a great touch, the quick charge. I really like that. The dual bank charger, like I mentioned, guys, it also comes for that dual bank charger. It comes with a micro USB cable, which plugs into that charger, and that plugs into your either wall or car adapter. Great that they include the car charger. Guys, I can't tell you how nice that is, because sometimes you're out, you're hunting, you're having a great night, and if you gotta swap out batteries, well then you should have your other battery charging so that if you gotta swap again, you can. That is if you don't have additional batteries. Now I have 3 batteries. I should be good for a whole day of hunting or night if I needed to. So that is wonderful. Now I have this box here. I've written Coyote Cannon stuff on it. What this is a box full of the things I mentioned previously. Coyote Cannon, or Sniper Hog rather, they offer some different lights. Now those lights don't have the same diameter handle around them, and so Sniper Hog includes the necessary collars or bushings to go in their mounts for those lights. So they're essentially a spacer. More of those in case you got the really small light that they offer. O-rings and the thumb screw for the adjustable focus ring, like I mentioned. These are standoff brackets. Now what these do, these allow you to stand your light off of your rifle or whatever you're mounting them off in case you need more clearance for this giant bell out here. So they send you not 1, but 2 of those plates, including the one that is already on the standard mount. So you've got options there as far as standoff and clearance that you might need. Another thing that it comes with is the ability to mount this directly to your scope. So this ring here just has a cool little quick adjust lever. You unscrew that a little, slide it out, open that bad boy up, clamp it around the scope, and now you have Picatinny rail on top of your scope, and you can go ahead and mount the cannon on top of that. Now, I want you guys to note something, and some of you may have already noticed this, but at the beginning of the video when I had the cannon attached to my rifle, it was underneath my barrel. And some of you who watch the channel, or some of you who know me, may have noticed that I used to mount my light on top of my scope. So there's 2 reasons why I did that. 1, better balance. So now my weight distribution is my scope and then the light, and it's balanced better on my tripod. 2, if you shoot and you're running IR, the muzzle gases from your projectile will tend to rise. And so when they rise, your IR light will reflect off that and you'll get a washed out image in your IR in your scope. So I mount them underneath the barrel now, I've learned the hard way, and those gases that rise, now your light is still shining underneath those gases, you're not gonna get a washed out image. It may distort slightly, but it's not gonna be anything like it is when that light is on top of that scope. Pro tip right there for you guys.
So what we have here is the X-Sight 4K Pro in night mode with no IR turned on. So this is the naked eye of the scope. Now I do want to mention we have a pretty bright moon tonight. It's not a full moon, but it's darn close. And you'll notice how the scope does a really good job at pulling in ambient light. Now that pool I was just looking at right there, that's 125 yards. And you're gonna notice, there goes a car going by. Guys, this rifle is not loaded. There's no ammo in the chamber, but I am on my front porch recording this. It's really the only way I can get some longer sight lines just to show you the lights. But anyway, this is a safe environment and I'm not flagging anybody here or pointing at anyone. So this pool is 125 yards away, and when I swing over here, what I want you to notice is that tree line there. So that's about 70 yards. I just want you to notice how dark it is. So if there was an animal in there, there's probably no way that I would be able to tell that unless I got an eye glow, and there's another car getting ready to go by, so you'll see the lights kind of shining. that is not the scope's IR at all right there. But what you're gonna notice is that it's really dark. So if I turn on IR, which this is really where the IR comes in so key. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the Coyote cannon. So guys, this is gonna be the Sniper Hog Lights Coyote cannon. Turning it on now, and look at that. Okay guys, this is why this light is so incredible. So what I want you to really notice is that there is like no black around the edges of this scope. So this light puts out enough light to completely flood the scope to where you're not getting any black around the scope ring. Now, like I said, that's a 75-yard tree line there. And notice now that if anything was moving around in there, you would see it clear as day. So I just want you guys to notice like how much light this thing is throwing out. Now there is another car going by, and pretty incredibly, you did not see its lights until it got right there and you got the exact headlight. Now, the reason is this Coyote cannon is throwing out so much light that it would take a tremendous amount of light to even notice it. So for instance, when friends of mine that were hunting with this light were hunting beside me when I had my night snipe, and they would pass by me with my night snipe, which is a great light by the way, I would be able to tell that their night snipe was that their Coyote cannon was in fact much brighter than my night snipe. Now, did it make my night snipe useless? No, not at all. I love that light. But this Coyote cannon is just on another level, guys. This thing is an absolute monster. So, what do I think? I'm gonna go ahead and put on the stock light for you guys. I want you to see that with the stock light, you're gonna be able to see better than without one, but it doesn't even come close to this Coyote cannon, and I just want to show really how awesome this thing is. So give me a minute. I'm gonna swap over the stock light. Like I said, guys, that tree line right there is 75 yards. That pool over there is 125 yards, and I'm highly impressed. I mean, if there was a game animal over there, there would be no issue seeing them at all whatsoever. So not gonna go ahead and aim at the neighbor's home, but their pool is, I think, safe. It's below zero here, and nobody's using a pool here. So I just want to use that as a point of reference for you guys. Now, that tree line back there is actually a lot further behind that pool, and I ranged it the other day. It's about 300 yards. It's a long ways behind that pool, and you could see behind there no problem at all. Now, mind you, we're getting a little bit of a reflection off that white fencing. So if that wasn't there, I mean, this would just be incredible. So I love this Coyote cannon, guys. I have nothing but good things to say. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the stock IR light that comes with the ATN X-Sight 4K Pro and give you guys a comparison. Stand by. So guys, what we have here is the stock IR light on the X-Sight 4K Pro that comes with it. Now, what I want you to notice is I can see the beam of this light. Now I have this thing fully beamed out. This is like as bright as you could get it. I want to swing over this tree line and just show you that yes, in fact, you can light up that tree line. However, notice that it does not fill out the scope and flood it with light like that Coyote cannon does. This light is good for, in my opinion, 50 yards and less. It does fine at that. Now, it does have batteries that aren't rechargeable, and they're rather expensive in the CR123 batteries. So it's just not ideal, and it's not going to get you the desired results that you want. I get questions a lot, well, won't it get me, won't I be able to see at least a couple hundred yards? And the answer is really no. I mean, you can't positively identify game animals at 200 yards with this light. You may have had different experiences, but I really highly doubt it. So, if you're gonna hunt, invest in a good light. I just want to show you guys this stock light doesn't even come close. I am moving it by hand so you guys can see the spotlight of it. Now I will put it back into flood mode just to show you. Okay, so this is the light in flood mode, and I have it centered on the rifle. Now it does an okay job, but guys, I'm gonna flash the Coyote cannon again right now. And now we're back to the stock IR. I think you guys can tell what a big difference it is. Now, mind you, this is only 75 yards. If I were to aim this out any more than that, you would surely see that the Coyote cannon is good for several hundred yards. Now, I will show you. Notice that pool again. This is with the stock IR light, And notice the tree line behind it. You can barely pick out those trees. I'll go ahead and flash the Coyote cannon now. And back to the stock IR light. And I think you guys can see what an incredible difference that is between the stock IR light and the Coyote cannon. So guys, case closed. Coyote cannon it is. That thing is an absolute beast. Now there are other models out on the market. However, there are none that fully compare to this Coyote cannon by Sniper Hog lights. All right guys, so there you have it. Go ahead and cut back to myself now.
Okay, so I want to point out the obvious. There is a massive size difference in the stock IR light that comes with your ATN and the nice Coyote cannon. There's also a substantial weight difference. I would say this is probably 3 to 5 times as heavy as this light. It's worth it. The trade-off is you can actually see. You can also dial this bad boy in way more than you can the stock light, and this takes rechargeable batteries that are actually gonna last you a night of hunting. This takes CR123 batteries. They're not rechargeable. They're very expensive. They're not readily available as far as you can't just go to like a dollar store or like a super close convenience store and pick them up. That sucks. It just doesn't work the same. So how does it compare to my Night Snipe? The Night Snipe that I was running, the NS750 Extreme, is an excellent, excellent IR light. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. What I will say is that the Coyote cannon produces more light, and it does it in such a way that you can tell you're pulling in more light with your scope. Now, what does that do? It helps with clarity in the scope. It helps take away that black ring that you might get when you're throwing out light way out far and you're not flooding it. That scope is really focused on that spot and not so much the flood. So that's the big difference, guys. And now, I gotta tell you, Sniper Hog Lights knows what they're doing, man. These lights are incredibly well built. My Night Snipe was as well. It was very solid. It ran off 18650 batteries, rechargeable. I had multiple batteries. I loved the mount that came with that light. That light came with a mount that had a windage and elevation adjustment knobs, and they worked really well. And so that mount is actually more superior than this mount, I will say. The Night Snipe mount that I had was better than this mount. Now, is this mount bad? No, not at all. This is a great mount, but it's not as easy to adjust. That said, once you set this and you've got it where you want it, you shouldn't have to touch it again. It's not really an issue. It's just when you're setting it up, this takes longer to dial in and get that beam perfectly centered with your crosshairs than the Night Snipe did. I'm not taking away points on the Coyote cannon for that. Their mount is very good, so no issues there. All right, guys, so this has been my review of the Sniper Hog Coyote Cannon light. I hope you understand why I went to this light. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal value. And for what you pay, you're really getting a superior product. This light just outperforms pretty much everything on the market. Be that as it may, guys, this is my opinion. These are my thoughts. I'm not paid by Sniper Hog in any way, shape, or form. They just make a phenomenal product, and I have to tell you about it. I want you guys to know, when I get a new product and I get rid of something that I was already using, it doesn't mean that the product that I was using is bad. It just means there's something better for the money. It may mean you gotta spend more money to get the better product. Now, I'm willing to do that for you guys and for this channel and for my success in the field. This Sniper Hog light is going to do that for me. It's going to allow me to see further distances. It's going to provide a clearer image in my scope, which in turn makes for better video quality for you guys. So I'm willing to do that. It was a great investment for this channel, for my hunts, and I'm very happy I did it. I've sold the Night Snipe light to a friend of mine. I need you guys to know, when I get rid of gear, if it's not something that I could recommend to somebody, I'm probably not gonna sell it to a friend, right? So I sold this light to a friend. It's a phenomenal light. The Night Snipe is great, and I can't say anything bad about it. The only issue is there are better products on the market. You may notice my tripod's different. Stay tuned for another video because I've also upgraded tripods. Like I said, guys, I'll be the first to admit, if there's something better on the market, I'm gonna take advantage of it typically. This is a much better tripod than the Bog. Is the Bog bad? No, not at all. And if you watch my review of the Bog tripod, you will see how fond of that tripod I am and was. I've sold that to a friend as well. It's a great piece of gear. It is going to serve him equally as well as it did me. And so for that reason, I'm willing to pass it on. Now, if it was garbage, that's where it would go, in the garbage. But it's not, it's a great piece of gear and it's well worth having. I just want to step my game up and go with things that are gonna help me and make my hunts more enjoyable, more successful, and in turn provide better content for you. So guys, like I said, this has been my review of the Coyote Cannon. I love the light. I'm so happy I got it. You should get yourself one. Until next time on the Hunt, guys, see you later.